What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny. Back to here, one more reaction video, ladies and gentlemen. And this track was requested on the live stream last night that I did with my kids. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and had a conversation with us. Dax, To Be a Man remix featuring Darius Rucker. Never heard of Darius, but I'm sure he took this track up a little bit. And if this is your first time to the channel, get on in here, gang. As I love to say, we are simply spirits encased in human flesh. That's all, I promise. Trying to figure out this thing called life, not nearly as divided or as demonic as the media trying to make it seem every single day. And I think we could all agree everybody and mom enjoy some good music. So if you dig what you hear from Dax, Darius, and myself, share it far and wide.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. I give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand.
Hey, that was deep, dog. I've always said, as men, we got a lot more in common than what the world would ever want us to know. If I can show y'all. So my hand right here, I broke my hand when I was 17 years old, punching my daddy in the face. Him and my mom had real bad domestic violence. He was outside. He had said, if you don't unlock this door, I'm going to break the window. So I went over there and unlocked the door because obviously I didn't want the window broken. My daddy broke the window anyway. So I opened the door and jumped off the stairs and started punching him in the face. And I had to miss my senior year playing basketball. Now my daddy's my best friend. As a kid, you always want to take your mama's side, never really knowing what your father is going through. And now here I am raising kids with 3 different women, 2 baby mamas. I was on child support, still taking care of my kids every day. Man, they didn't heard people say they was going to kill me. They didn't heard so many negative things about their father. And I had to go to my father and forgive him because I can remember my mama being in his face. You ain't this, you ain't that. Talking reckless to him leaving, going on a walk, smoking a cigarette, coming back for just her to still get in his face. He responds. She called the police. The police come take him to jail. And then she's sitting there playing Mary J. Blige, Not Gonna Cry. So shout out to all my young men, old men, everybody who'd have been through something in this thing called life. I am you and you are me.
That home.
Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. I give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make
I
a
can't
sound.
hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We can hide.
Bruh, I love this song because truthfully, I didn't value my dad until I became a father. We never had a car my whole childhood. That man, 100 degrees or negative 10 degrees, walked to that metro stop and went to work so he can take care of me and my little brother. You know, never made more than $7 or $8 an hour. I always worked under the table jobs detailing cars, but still gave me $3 a day so I can go to school, buy my chicken strips and fries. And as a kid, you know, I was embarrassed because their parents is pulling up in nice cars and they live in a nice house, but you don't know mentally and emotionally what they're dealing with. And that's why I say the best things in life are free, because I'm extremely blessed to, you know, spend my whole childhood with my mom and my dad. And though my mom is dead, I can call my daddy right now and talk to him for 4 or 5 hours if I want to, man. It's a privilege. Having a father is by far worth more than silver and gold.
And they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting.
And look,
as a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We can hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand.
And that line about they move on to a man to confide in, you know, that hit me real, because my baby mama took my kids out of town. She started dating men that was punching my sons and putting them up against the wall and had them listening to King Von and NLE Chopper. Just my sons was around a bunch of men who didn't care about them. And to this day, y'all see how much I love my kids, cuz ain't neither one of my baby mamas ever said, thank you, you're a good father, you're a good man, I appreciate you for raising the kids with good values. Not once. And I don't ever expect to hear from them truthfully. I know what I do is for my children. And I can't look for external validations to all the men in the world who work in 2-3 jobs and doing whatever they can to make ends meet, who dealing with a bunch of ungrateful women. Man, I appreciate you, if that means anything. And your children will appreciate you one day. Hopefully they do now. But this world takes good men for granted, that's for sure. But just know that you are valuable to society. And we see what's happening with all the weak men running the world right now. So we need strong men more than ever. Don't look for glory or fame from this world. Just know God got you. And if God is for us, it don't really matter who against us, gang.
We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. That home.
Shout out to all the fathers,
It's not
grandfathers,
about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home.
police officers, firemen. Men who clean the windows up on the 135th floor. Bruh, look here. I've always said you put a man of every race in a room together and close the door. Watch how much we got in common. Let us get to talking about kids and dealing with women. Look here. We gonna be... and that's the beautiful part about life that I learned is that no man is your friend, no man is your enemy. Every man can be your teacher if you allow them to be. We can all learn something from each other. But if we caught up on all these isms, then unconsciously, I won't even listen to you because you're a different skin color because you from a different background. So, man, you got to step away from that low vibrational content. Because I wouldn't be who I am without my father, without Pastor Mike Bobbitt, a white man who came to pick me up every Monday and drove us down to Milestone Youth Center so we could play basketball. You know, strong men are needed. And my sons, they come from an all-female environment, and their emotions are trash. And I'm, consciously reprogramming them. You don't know how to act that way. Just because you sad don't mean you got to be crying. Just because you mad don't mean you got to be storming around, stomping, punching holes in the wall. But that's what happens when you come from these broken environments. Nobody teaches you to balance that masculine energy. And I went through my period of being reckless and not being responsible. And that's why I got so many damn kids. The man, embracing being a man is being responsible and looking yourself in the mirror and trying to get better. You are your own competition. Set big goals, set big dreams, and shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll land for the stars. But this world wants you broken. It wants you sad. It don't even want you to be a man. It wants you to put on a dress and some heels. You dig? Don't fall for the propaganda. Don't be weak. The men before us, they thugged it out. So it's our time to shine. And we got to keep going so we can pass that baton on to the men that's watching us now. More than ever. They need a good example. Shout out to Dak. Shout out to Darius. Let me know in the comments more about Darius Rucker. And what's some other music of his that I should bring to the channel. But with faith, consistency, and hard work, young man, the sky's the limit. The world, it's crazy to say because I never thought that you would look around and say, damn, the world wants everybody to just quit on themselves. And ain't no hope. So I'm just doing my part to share some hope, share some light. I don't know who's going to watch this video, who's going to see it today, tomorrow, 5 years, 10 years. But believe in yourself. Faith, consistency, and hard work, man. Your current situation is not your final destination. I never thought I would be this person I am now. And I ain't talking about materially rich either. I'm talking about spiritually rich. Because I'm so calm and I'm so at peace and I'm so just aligned with my higher self. And I hope you can get there as well. Get away from all that fear. Look me in my face. I ain't got no worries. I'm content with who God created me to be. I got big dreams, big goals. And the lights is on. It's time to shine. Tunnel vision. Hop into that flow state and watch what happens. I love you all. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. This world wants you broken. I want to see some more Hulk Hogan, some Shawn Michaels, some Triple H's, some Bill Goldberg, some Ultimate Warriors. Man, I know y'all out there. The next generation of men, we need y'all more than ever to embrace what's handed to you and make lemonade out of lemons. You dig? We out here. Peace.